Oh, wow, look here. Hey, Mouse Seth, you're here already. You're like the first one in here. And Taz, yeah, you're early. Holy cow. You're both early. Getting ready to cut my clay up and getting ready to start making some more mugs. You might can tell my voice is a little bit different tonight. Yeah, I'm here. How you doing, Leah? You're doing the Trump dance. Oh, that's funny. I missed you guys too over the weekend. I tell you what, man, I was bad. Like I said, you still might be able to hear it in my voice. It's still not 100%, but I mean, I felt like I had the flu, really. Hey, Joel. You had a good stream going on there. Yeah, I mean, I felt lousy. I tell you, it was. I mean, Saturday, man, I slept practically the whole day on Saturday. I mean, it was just that bad. When I woke up from my so-called nap almost all day, I could hardly talk. I mean, my voice was a lot worse than this. And then Sunday, it was really deep. I could talk, but his voice was just like really low, like, you know. But yeah, I mean, it was a rough weekend. My wife had lights she wanted to get hung, and they didn't get hung, and so. Oh, you have the worst headache ever. Yeah. Well, thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. I was all through your stream. I couldn't say because I was checking out. Oh my. Yeah, Bob's here. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of people getting sick with this stuff. I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't think it's a coronavirus. I didn't lose my taste or anything like that, so I don't think it was anything to do with that. But it just felt like a normal flu, you know? Yeah, Bob, we were all wondering about what happened to you. We nobody heard from you for a little while. So everybody's like, we're missing Bob. Where's Bob? Oh, is that what Bob did? He went hunting. I didn't even think about that. That you probably went hunting. Did you at least get a deer, Bob? Oh wow. Yeah, that's tough. You got that going on in your head. That's, man. I did have a sinus headache. And I could tell because it was like one side of my head. It was just like pounding, and I didn't take anything for it. I just went and I just relaxed. No hunting. Okay. Oh, I got you. Okay. I think I got you what's going on. All right. Yeah, Leah's going through a similar situation, I think. Always helps if you have somebody to talk to, right? When you're going through stuff like that. Well, that's good, MG. Just lay there and relax. If you fall asleep, it's all right. But just relax in a nice, quiet, dark room. You'll be good. Oh, wow. That's really tough. Wow. Everybody goes through losses in life, don't we? It's tough. But you know, we miss them dearly, for sure. But at least we know we're going to see them again. At least that's how I feel. Because your soul never dies. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, losing a child is another level, I think, you know. I don't know. That's a hard one for me. That's a hard one to bear. But I'd turn to God right away. I would definitely turn to God right away if I lost a child. Even a loved one, though, you know. A loved one, definitely. So, gosh, looks like we have 19 views so far. That's pretty good, right? I'm not sure what Joel does with his, but you know, he gets a lot of people in his. YouTube really likes Joel. Joel's almost got 1,000 subscribers already, which is awesome. Are we making handles? Well, I probably should make some handles. Unfortunately, a lot of those mugs I made, they started to dry too quickly on me because I didn't get down here to put handles on them on Saturday because I was so sick. And they started to dry out on me. So I don't think I'm ever going to be able to put handles on them. So I'm going to make more mugs and hopefully put handles on them tomorrow. So probably no handles today. But tomorrow, I'll see if I can't jump on here and we'll do some handles. Because I do have to do handles. I mean, I should have done them Saturday, like I said, but kind of the way it goes at times. You don't expect to be sick like that. I mean, I could tell, like Friday night, I could tell something was up, but you know, it wasn't really bothering me at that time. Saturday when I woke up, boy, I knew it. The son I lost in convincing selling his dirt bike business present when he was young. It's really nice. Oh yeah, yeah, Bob, it would. It would definitely would. You know. Yeah, I believe that, Bob, for sure. Losing a child is the hardest thing in the world. Mainly the consistency. Yeah. And I think that's what it is too, Leah. I need to do this every night. And if I start doing it every night, YouTube would start picking me up more. And so that's what I really need to do. Let's so difficult, you know, because of working during the day, and then, you know, I come down here anyhow, but I just need to turn the phone on and start recording, right? I gotta make a bunch of mugs, because the mugs I made, I probably can't put handles on them, and they're gonna be just cups. Unfortunately, that's just the way it's gonna have to go, I think. That's right. There's a lot of mugs here. I'll see if I can get them all thrown tonight. I'm going to have to throw a little bit faster to get them all in. But we'll see. I'm not a super fast thrower, but we shall see, right? Because I got quite the pile over here. These are only 1 pound mugs. So, it's just a shame about all the other mugs I just made, because they were going to be mugs. But no, we can't reverse it. Oh my. This is what I need though, guys, is to get in front of here with you guys, because I felt horrible because I left you guys down, and I missed having it live. So that's right, we can't end it. If you end it, you're never going to meet your loved ones. At least that's what's said. That you don't. Killing yourself is a death sentence. Period. You don't come back out of that one. That's about 15 ounces. That's close enough. Okay. Well, that's not bad. That actually turned out pretty good. Oh my. There's a little bit of clay. What was this one? 15? All right. Well, that's where the extra clay went. Good. That's right. That's right, Bob. Thank you, Leah. Past and future sins forgiven. Yep. Thank you. I'm your entertainment. Well, good. I hope I am a good entertainment for you. So let's get this show on the road. All right. I'm just going to throw in a wheel, stack them on the plate, and keep going. And we'll see how many we can get done tonight. That's right, Leah. Never give up. Because God's keeping us on this earth for a reason, right? No matter what happens in our lives, the ones that were still here, eventually we're going to go too, but it's just not our time yet, you know? So God keeps us around for special reasons, you know, and we don't know what they are yet. And, you know, the only time we're going to know is when we're gone, right? So all we got to do is keep going, living the way God would want us to live, and give Him praise, and that's all we can do. All right. This clay is kind of soft, but let's see where it takes us. God makes miracles, and in the miracles is that I'm getting Pringles today. Oh, yeah. Y'all like Job? God just don't like me. Oh, that ain't true, though. God likes everybody. You know, he doesn't want us to sin, but he gave us free will, right? So, hey guys, we've got 35 views already. We're getting there, right? There you go. Mary, that's funny. Just remember, I even found a miracle out of losing my best friend and 5 other people in a house fire. That means having miracle babies, and even amidst the unimaginable loss, hope is possible. Yep, Leah, that is absolutely a good example of why we do hang on. It is good to have the family back, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, I'm still not 100%, but I feel a lot better than I did, for sure. There we go. That's exactly what I needed right there. It's just right. I need them all to go this way. And you know what? I think I'm going to keep some of those ribs on there too. Because I kind of like those ribs. They look cool. So, I'm going to keep some of those on there. I'm going to do the bottom a different way, I think. I'm going to do it this way. That'll work. That's much faster than what I was doing the other night. Just like us to come in, you get a deep first thing. It's alright, I don't mind it. I really don't. You know, sometimes people just need to get things off their chest, you know? And it's good to talk about it amongst your friends, you know? So, I don't mind it. I don't mind that at all. I mean, I don't want to be a doom and gloom kind of, you know. I want people to watch this, but I don't mind people getting things off their chest like that. There we go. First mug. All right. Oh, better cut it off. That ain't gonna work too well if I don't cut it off. Okay. There we go. Not too bad. First one. Let's see if I can make them all like that. Hopefully I can. The other ones I made Friday night were pretty well the same. They all look pretty well the same. They're the same height. Yeah, the wife's going through a bunch of stuff right now, but we shall get through it somehow. Yes, I do. I do need to make an entire dinnerware set that match. I really haven't done that. You know, I've made plates for people and stuff like that, but not like a whole set. Like, you know, the coffee mugs and saucers and plates, and I haven't done whole sets like that yet. So would I consider it? Yes, I will, and I will end up doing it. I'm gonna turn this heat. Get this heater on over here. There we go. Getting a little warm. Leah. Your birthday's in August, huh? I want like an evergreen with linen. Okay. I know what you're talking about. I actually do have a darker green. It's more like an evergreen. And I have a white linen, actually. Hey Ben, how you doing, buddy? Sabrina, how you doing, Sabrina? I did this Friday, rushing it and got it a thin spot. I have Pioneer Woman dishes that heavily feature dark blue, light blue, green, red, to just give you some idea. Okay, Leah. So it sounds like you want to give me some homework, because that's what you want me to do, huh? Yeah, we got the whole bunch in here tonight, which is pretty cool. After I lost all weekend, it's good to see everybody in here. I tried to chime into some chats over the weekend. All right. Get this over here. I believe this mug's gonna be a little bit taller than this one because I thinned it out a lot more than what I wanted to. Yep. There you go. I got it way too thin. I got a little excited there. I would never do such a thing down here, which is why I mentioned my birthday. Well, yeah, August is a little better time for me to get all that done, if that's what you want. Ah. Yeah, I definitely can do that, Bob. I could definitely apply glaze on it like that. I was hoping that my glazes would have ran a lot more in the last fairing I had, and I was hoping for them to run down those spirals because I did do some spiral mugs. Did you see those, Bob? The spiral mugs I did. So yeah, it didn't run the way I wanted it to. You know, I needed to get some better glazes. I kind of don't want to buy any more glazes right now because I like to wait until I start buying the ingredients to make my own. Oh yeah, yeah, sort of like that, Bob. That's kind of like what you're talking about, except they're a lot longer. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Um, we'll use those a lot of times for slip trailing and stuff like that. Applying slip, different colored slips and that kind of stuff. You can write with them and all kinds of stuff. Well, that's something that other potters have used for many years. I mean, and there's different ends you can get put on them for different diameters, you know. So you can different size lettering and slip trailing and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. I have a whole set. Haven't really used them yet, but I have a whole bunch. I have a whole bunch of stuff that I've made my own stuff, you know, and let's see. Decoration can be one thing. I do another hobby there is painting. I made Christmas mugs last year with pretty designs for everybody. Oh! Well, that's interesting, Leah. That's an interesting idea. The paint would definitely burn off. You'd have to do it afterwards, but it had to be on the outside only. You can buy stencils. I've seen people use stencils already in pottery. I've never done that because I don't think it looks cool, but some people do, and I think that's great, you know. It's just not something that I prefer to do. I mean, I certainly appreciate the people that come up with that kind of stuff. I mean, oh. Yeah, guys, I know what I'm doing is I'm thinning them out too much. I mean, I like them to be thin, you know. But I swear, both of these I just did are about 1/8 of an inch thick, and they're about the right height. This guy's a little bit shorter, but the other two are darn near the same height. So let's just keep going and see what happens. And the other thing is, yeah, I mean, if you put it on the outside, it had to be when you're all done with the firing. Would the acrylic stick? It probably would stick, but I don't know for how long, you know. Eventually it'll probably come off. The best thing to do for that is really, if you wanted to put like designs and stuff on, you could use what do I want to say? My mind went blank. I know there's people that make these stroke and coat stuff that you can put on. There's matte glazes you can put on, and there's just all kinds of stuff like underglazes. You could do underglaze where you can paint stuff on and put it through the. You basically put it on though when your clay is leather hard, and then you fire it like you would a bisque, right? And then after that, you just simply put a clear glaze over top. Oh, gee whiz. Regular store brought one. I do design monitor. Cure for 1 2 days and it's a dishwasher safe. Oh, okay. We might be able to do that, Leah. If the stuff holds up, yeah. Pop uses a cattle horn for slip trailing. Wow. That man's old school. That's pretty cool though, Ben, if he's using a cattle horn for that. Yeah, so this one, so I don't know if I can show this to you guys. So here's a perfect example of why you need to wedge your clay. I had a a spot in here where I had an air pocket. And you see, well here, I don't know if y'all can see that. Right here is where an air pocket burst. And as I'm pulling up, it's collapsing my clay. Not a real good way of showing that. So, okay, so here's where the air pocket was. So as I was pulling up, it popped, and then it started wiggling. You saw it wiggling a little bit. Well, everything became quite uneven. So, yeah, you can kind of see where I'm pulling up. It's pretty thin mugs. But when you have something like that happen, and you're doing something that thin, you don't have any chance. it's going to be a failure. Let's see. She's trying to invent a new design. Do you see the sling? See in the sings. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Just an idea. Oh, the dolphins? Yeah. You know, I keep telling you guys this. I gotta make some dolphins, and I mean, I need to make more of them. So we got to do that again. I'm going to do them a little bit differently, I think, though. So maybe I will do another live when I do those. I'm going to cone this up and down a couple times and make sure I got all the air out of it. But that's exactly what happens when you get an air pocket, and if you don't get in there and pop it right away. Put it this way. If you wedge your clay, you're not going to have that problem. You know? You can be a lazy person like I am tonight. And this is how I'm wedging my clay on the wheel. But this isn't 100%, you know? It certainly probably gets 95% that everything's all gone, but that air pocket, I felt it, and I kept on going past it, and as I'm pulling up, I could hear it pop, and that's when she went all wiggly on me. Everything he does has to be the old way. He's one experienced person, a pottery person for sure. My lady did paint on flower pots when the inside is soaked with water and the paint peeled off. Yes. Yep, that would definitely happen, Bob. Flower pots are supposed to be porous. They're designed to soak up some of the water, you know. At least most flower pots that I've seen were not fired to, or they use different clay. Ask Ben could tell you better than me, actually. You know, the clay he uses for his flower pots and stuff like that, but the way I understand it, you don't want them to be completely solid. Well, that's wonderful, Ben, that you actually had a chance to work with your dad through this whole process, right? And get to learn his ways, and then you get to know your ways of doing things. And so it's pretty cool that you were able to experience that growing up. I damn near ruined my only pot she made. Oh, wow. Yeah, you don't want to do that, Bob. My favorite slur is Mopar wiring. Oh, is that... Hey, Tractor Man, how you doing? Is that... Do you hate wiring? Is that what it is? Your Mopar? I love Mopar, by the way. Yeah. I've never owned one, but I love them. Yeah, it was great. Learn from what, more importantly, what not to do from your parents. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got you, Ben. I understand that. That's pretty much the size I'm trying to get to. Those other ones are awful big. You can hear the grog in my clay when I do that. Mopar, any wiring. Bob loves wiring. By the way, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I think you're going to find you'll love this channel. And the chat's always entertaining, if I'm not. So, great group of people here. So there's one coffee mug. And hopefully, well, we will get to do these tomorrow, pull handles, and put handles on these guys. Now those three look pretty close. Those three mugs look pretty close in height. So you know what? It's just that first one, I just didn't pull it up enough. That's what it is. The rest of these three rest of those three look really good. So just keep doing what I'm doing. Let's find a place to put these things. So they're out of my way. My shelves are getting full. I need to buy more shelves, either that or try to get more done. You know, I don't know. There's not enough time in the day, you know. You got to work during the day. So I don't have time in the evening, enough time in the evening to get all this stuff done. You know it's getting cold up north, bud. We're getting the sleds out soon. Where are you at, Tractor Man? I'm at Pennsylvania. There are some people that have some sleds around here. I don't have a sled though, but there are plenty that do. Gotta step away. Tractor Man, you got any cold start videos? Yeah, there you go. I don't do pottery, but I get the craftsmanship of doing a little woodworking. Oh, cool. Minnesota, all right. How you like Minnesota up there? Over there. I suppose you probably lived there your whole life, I'm guessing. If you do woodworking, or you say a little woodworking, put yourself a YouTube channel in here. Show off your style, man. People love to see that kind of stuff too. They really do. Yeah, I've never been to Minnesota, but I've of course seen pictures and stuff like that, but it does look beautiful. Yeah, my dad was the woodworker. I have his wood shop over here in one of my garages, and he's really good at it. I mean, I'm okay at it, you know. I'm not a master at it for sure, but I know how to use all the equipment. Put it that way. The one thing we don't have is a lathe, and we don't have a planer. I do have a joiner. It's an old joiner too. Table saw, radio arm saw, router mill, all kinds of stuff like that. So, but they were all his, and I kind of inherited them when he passed. So, but I don't do a whole lot of woodworking, and probably once I get my pottery wheel done that I'm making, I'll probably give it to his family members, because I'm not going to need it, and there are family members that like to do woodworking, and I'm sure if they have a place, they'd be more than happy to take the equipment. A hand planer. He has some hand planers for sure. I mean, there are quite a few of them back there. They just don't have a big planer, that's all. Which I know what you're saying there, Ben. There's so many cool hand planers out there, and there's different kinds and all. I mean, that's a collection in their own, you know. There's old hand planers. I mean, just I get into watching people build wooden boats too, which is pretty cool stuff. I mean, all right, Tractor Man, I hope you subscribed. We'll see you next time then. You have a good evening. These would be pretty nice mugs, I think. Of course, I said that Friday night, and then they went and dried up on me, and we can't let these happen. We can't let that happen to these, is what I want to say. There we go. Perfect. I'm going to put you right there. At least it's straight up and down. That's 5 so far. Wow, guys, I can't believe we have actually almost 100 views in here already. That's more than I've gotten in the past. So these people are stopping in to take a peek anyhow. And if you're in here just lurking, hey, make sure you subscribe. I'd appreciate it. That's awesome. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was surprised when I saw that. Man, this clay is so soft. I gotta be real careful with it. Adrian, how you doing, buddy? Glad to see you made it. What I really need to do is do these all day long so I get a style to where my hand placement is the same every single time. I'm sure Ben watching me can understand what I'm saying, but to where I get to a point where it's just muscle memory at that point. Well, I'm doing a lot better. I was sick all weekend, so I managed to make it through. I'm doing a lot better today. I'm glad I'm here. I'm in the most happiest mood ever. Good. I'm glad you are. So you must have had a pretty good day today, I'm assuming. That's flared way out too far. Get back in there. There we go. Well, thank you. Thank you, Adrian. Appreciate that. Yeah, I wanted to come on Saturday. I was excited. And I woke up feeling like crap on Saturday. I think he's open. Must have opened him up too far with my hand. There we go. That's a little better. Oh, okay. Well, hey, that's pretty cool, though. You're on Christmas break. Awesome. Everybody went lurk mode. Oh, that's all right. I don't mind. You know, the watch hours matter the most, I think. Well, I mean, they do look at chat, too, I guess, but... You were making dinner? Well, this probably is a lot of people's dinner time. I do that to everybody else too. Is I'll pop in, say hi, and then I'll sit there and lurk. It gives them the watch hours and stuff like that, you know. Everybody's looking at those watch hours to help, you know, get higher ranking on YouTube and that kind of thing. So I'm glad to help out when I can. You were making cookies. I love cookies. Yeah, pretty close. You'll be all right. What's my mood today? I'm in a good mood, actually. I'm in a good mood. Actually, I'm in a better mood since I've been on here. You know, since I can really get back at this again, it puts me in a better mood. Bob. Oatmeal cookies are good. Yeah, Bob, it is a weird word, isn't it? But that's what they are calling is lurking. So what is making a tapping noise? You guys hear that? I wonder if it's that thing. Must be. Leah. Oh my goodness. I bet. It's nice to be able to make stuff for people because that's the best gift ever, I think. You know, even if you go and buy stuff and put stuff together as a craft and then give it away as a present, that's awesome too, you know. Thank you, Leah. I appreciate your comment. Oh, that sucks, Leah. uh, oh, the struggle is real for sure. For so many people, the struggle is real. You know, I can't say that I'm struggling right now. You know, things could always be better, right? But I'm not struggling right now to make ends meet. I've had times like that, though. I mean, I've definitely had bad times like that. But, you know, you kind of make the best of it and keep walking, you know, keep getting through. Got to keep going through it. Get to the other side. Because we will get to the other side eventually. I mean, it's a struggle. Yeah, for sure, Leah. Yeah, I mean, you look at it right now. People in North Carolina lost everything, and our government can't even take care of them. How is that? You know, that's the one thing that irked me so much about this whole thing with South Carolina was that those people lost everything, and some of them lost their lives. You know, but there's people hurting down there, and our stinking government can't do anything to help them. I mean, how's that possible? How's it possible we send billions to Ukraine and we can't help our own people out? You know, it's mind blowing to me. I can't believe it. Bob. Hey, Bob, that's to grandkids, that's a lot of money. You know what I mean? That's a lot of money. I know I was always happy as a kid getting money because I could go spend it on exactly what I wanted. I didn't have to go to my grandparents' house and get a pair of socks, you know? I mean, let's face it, I probably needed socks. Because I'm sure my grandparents called my parents and said, what do they need? But you know what? You always loved getting money as a kid, right? Yep, it's just a temporary season. I'm going back to work when they head off to school. It's important for both shares time with them. Oh, absolutely, Leah. Because that's time you don't get back. You know, you don't get that time back, and for you to be able to do that, Leah, is very special. And you can't put a price on that time. You just can't. You know. To me, that's priceless. Is to be able to spend time with your babies before they go to school. Exactly, Leah. I mean, why are we doing that stuff? And we need to, take care of our own. I mean, my gosh, there's veterans on the streets. How does that happen? The veterans go and they make it home, might be missing the arm or a leg or whatever, or mental problems. And how do we repay them, It's horrible. I just got the Ben's comment. No, I don't, actually. I wear socks, of course, when I wear shoes, But when I'm home, I don't wear any socks, so I don't need socks. That's funny, Ben. Well, I do wear underwear sometimes. Oh my. Yep, absolutely. They're your little blessings. Sometimes they're hellions, but you love them anyhow. Yeah, they should always be taken care of. They put their lives on the line. I mean, even though I have my own things about war. I mean, the wars we fought in, I wish I could say they were for something. I don't know that they always were. I think there was always something behind it, and it was about money. And but nevertheless, the men that fought in those wars deserve better treatment. The whole war thing's another subject to me, but I did like it when Trump said peace through strength, because I believe that's what we should do. We should never try to get ourselves into another war, because then you have kids that go without moms and dads, and husbands and wives, and it's just the middle class and lower class are the ones that struggle through all that. The upper class, they never have to go to war. It just ain't right, We are always the ones that suffer. You caught that, Leah. Now I have several family members that have been in the military, and I'm very grateful that they did what they did. even if they didn't serve in wartime, which some of them didn't, and they were blessed that they didn't. But yeah, we shouldn't be sending money overseas when we got people here to take care of. And I'm sorry, but those people in North Carolina, they shouldn't be worried about anything right now. You know what I mean? Except themselves, because right now they got to worry about, do they have a home? Do they have food? Where's it coming from? You know, they got so much on their plate right now, and it's right before Christmas. You know, I mean, it's horrible. I heard that people wanted to put up temporary housing and stuff like that, and apparently it's not something to code. Something's not to code or whatever. Who gives a crap about code in a time where you have an emergency that happened and people lost everything? I mean, if they can at least get an insulated shed to help keep them out of the cold, you know, and help them get on their feet. I know there's people down there right now that are doing everything they can to help the people that need help. Different churches and stuff are helping. Middle class, I know we basically eliminated that. Yeah, we did, didn't we? Gotta go for the night, Terry. Have big orders, start down at AM. Have a good night, everyone. All right, Ben, thank you for watching. You have a good night, and good luck tomorrow. Hope you get everything done. Leah catches everything. Well, that wasn't what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. All right. Bob says, peace through superior firepower. Should work, but it doesn't. You're right. It doesn't work. It's pretty bad, though, you know, when China has probably one of the largest militaries there is, you know, which is crazy. But here's the thing is we helped them get there. We helped make China what they are today. Because most everything we freaking buy, if you check your house, it comes from China. It's just crazy. Well, my wife needs my help for a minute. So you guys hang tight. I'll go up and help my wife, and I'll be right back down. Hey, we got 126 views already. That is awesome. And anybody that hasn't subscribed, please subscribe. And this live's not over yet. All right. All right. I'm back. All right. Yeah, she's okay. She's okay. She didn't fall or anything like that. She's just a little bit upset about some news that she got. So, but everything's fine. We're doing good. If I have to get off here, I'll get off of here. But as at this point, I don't need to. So, but I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all sticking around for me. Hope I wasn't too long. So these turned out pretty good so far. Alright. I wanted to show you guys my stamp too. I made it work. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I know y'all are concerned. It's okay. We're all good right now. My thing about this, she might have fell or something. That's what, you know. But it made this at work. Well, I don't know if the guy made it at work. He probably made it at his house. But it's a thing for where I work. It's it says CAM. It's backwards, though. Well, it's 3D printed. So this is the stamp I'm going to use. So what I'll end up doing, and that's going to be going on these mugs. That's what I wanted to do with the other ones, but it didn't quite work out that way. So let me see if I can give you an example. I'll just put this on here. What time is it? 8:16. All right. Well, it's only been like an hour and 15 minutes, so. And I made 8 mugs already. That's pretty good. 8 mugs already. So I wasn't doing too slow tonight. Let's see. I don't want to use that because it's awful wet. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I have enough to do 17 tonight. Yeah, well, you know, with lupus, you never know, right? I mean, because when you have that, your muscles are weak, your bones are weak. I mean, she's got several issues, but she's dealing with something right now, and so I may have to end it here in a little while, but we'll see. If she hollers down again, I might have to end it, but we'll get back on here tomorrow if not, you know, if that happens. So basically the way this was made is that you put this ring on, and this ring's got a little sharp edge on it. So you push that into your clay, and then you basically put this other piece on, push down, and this clay is soft, so we'll see what this looks like. It worked out pretty good. So in theory, if I did this, well, it's made for a 1/4 inch thick. So, and I'd probably use like cornstarch on here a little bit. I'm going to clean this up a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm going to be putting on the mugs. This clay is so wet. That's the one that got ruined on me. So anyhow, hopefully that comes into view here. But that's what what's going to go in the front of the mug then. I don't know if you can see it. It's hard for me to tell if you can see it in the camera or not, if it's clear or not. But that's what it's going to be. So yeah, hopefully it looks like I got a better shot. So that's kind of what it is. And I got to roll out a bunch of clay, about a 1/4 inch thick, and then go and stamp all these. And it'll look better once I do it with a drier piece of clay. But that's pretty much what it's going to look like. So I'm doing it for work, and that's my Christmas present to them. So that'd be pretty cool if I can get them all done. If I can't get them all done, then they'll get them next year. Sadly to say, that's what would happen, but it's still okay. It doesn't say Merry Christmas or anything. It just has a snowflake, right? So it's all good. I got 12 likes, it says. I have 6 concurrent viewers. I'm up to 140 views tonight. We're doing pretty good tonight. I get it. It gets tough, you know, when you got stuff going on in your own life, and you know, you like me, I have a regular job during the day. It's kind of hard to fit everything in a few hours in the evening because I can't stay up super late. I gotta get up early, so it's difficult to get stuff done like this. One day I can do this. One day I will be doing this full time. Then should be a little bit easier for me until I get more orders and stuff, which is what I'm hoping for as well. poly bag. Some forever stamps. I could do a poly bag with a few stamps. Yeah. Well, yeah. So even that kind of stuff works great with pottery too. I think I know what you mean too, Leah, because I've seen them already. Don't they use those for like pictures and stuff? Like you make scrapbooks and stuff like that? Is that kind of what they are used for? I mean, they're for ink, I know, but I think you use them to make, scrapbooks and stuff like that. Because I know scrapbooking was a big thing. Or maybe it still is. I don't even know. I'm not up on that stuff, but there we go. Yeah, I love when a mug comes together. I like a poly mailer, the bubble ones. I have about 80, so I could see those instead of. Oh, okay. Oh, a poly bag, yeah, mailer, yeah. I was talking about the stamps themselves, but yeah, if you're just mailing the hats, I wouldn't think that you need. You probably don't even need a poly bag, but I got you, Leah. I got you. I My mind was completely in a different direction, but yeah, I got you now. I mean, you can use stamps instead of a shipping label for sure. Or you could just, um, like what I do, I take them to the post office, and then they put the shipping label on my boxes. That's what I do, but because I don't have a UPS truck stopping at my house, obviously, I don't. I'm not doing this full time, so whenever I have to, whenever I have to ship pottery out, I just take it to the post office in the box already and everything, ready to go, and they put the shipping label on it and send it out for me. So that's my experience. That's what I've been doing. But the question is, how long, as I have the weight covered, I could use it. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah for sure. Yeah. I mean, it for me, it costs a lot of money. It costs more money to ship stuff because it's a fragile item and I pay for a good shipping. But hey, Kay, ASMR, good to see you in here. Yes, I am feeling better today. Um, I felt like crap all weekend, but I feel a lot better today. But thank you for asking. Insurance, yes. Yep. Nice mug. These are all good sized mugs for 1 pounders. I mean, that's a good coffee drink right there. Yeah, thank you. That's good. Yeah. This is why I can confidently call many of y'all my friends. I spend more time with y'all than most humans, minus those I live with. Wow, guys, 154 views. 154 people have come to see me tonight. They obviously didn't stick around, but they at least stopped in, right? So that's good to see that YouTube is sending them my way at least. And that would mean hopefully I get a lot more subscribers this time. I'm gonna try to do 3 more mugs here, and then I'll probably call it a night. And then we'll come back on tomorrow night. Hopefully, I don't have any issues to deal with tomorrow. And then I can come back on here tomorrow night and we'll pull some handles. Because right now I have 9 mugs done. So if I get 3 more done out of 12, we'll do those 12 tomorrow. I'm going to have to make the stamp tomorrow too. And put those on. I'm live with 2 people. Wow. Awesome. That's awesome. Oh, you have boyfriends, right? I'm sorry. I got your point. It's a boyfriend. Well, hello, boyfriend and daughter. Glad to see you're both in here with her. This is more people interaction than I've had in months, Bob says. Yep, that's right, Bob. Absolutely. I'm about to finally put up the Christmas tree. Really? You haven't put your tree up yet? I know you. I'm sure you're busy. Well, I think you guys, I probably told you guys before, my wife puts up the Christmas tree herself. And many of the indoor decorations. Um, I need to help her put up the outside lights. And I was going to help her this weekend, or last weekend, but I was sick Saturday, which was a perfect day to do it. Yesterday was another day, but I wasn't feeling the greatest. Another coffee mug. Done. Awesome. I'm really liking this clay. You know, it has a lot of has a lot of grog in it, but it's, you know, it's dealable. Okay, it's not bad. It seems to pull real nice. It's, I don't know, I'm really liking it. Dang, the views are just going up and up and up, guys. It's telling me I have 170 already. And that's only, what, an hour and a half? That's pretty good. I know what it is. The people like drama. We don't even put up the tree. We didn't even put up a tree the last 2 years. It's been a lot. Oh my goodness. What'd your youngins think of that? That had been really different for them. Do you have an artificial tree, or do you actually go out and cut one? We are drama free here. Yep. For the most part, we are, I'd say. And we've had some really good lives here. The last few lives that we've had some really good chats on here. I think we had some really good content. And if you're not subscribed yet, because it's free, by the way, if you're not subscribed, you're missing out. You're missing out on all the fun. I mean, we have some really live chats in here that are actually pretty fun. A lot of fun people in here. So if you don't find what I'm doing enjoyable, you can certainly talk to the people in the chat, because they definitely are. But yeah, the last few lives we've had have been amazing, actually. Uh-oh, guys, I have another air pocket in here. Another air pocket. Oh, it actually closed up. It closed up. That's amazing. They weren't really used to it, so they don't care either way. They're going to wake up and be super surprised. That's awesome, Leah. I'm glad you're able to do that this year. They certainly will enjoy it, I'm sure. I don't know if you guys can see that in the video, but right in here, there's a spot, like a hard spot in my clay. It's not an air pocket, but it's like a harder piece of clay or something. That's why it's doing that wobbling, because when I got to it, it's like it didn't want to move. Like there's like resistance there. So we're just going to let it there. Because I think all it is clay. It's not like it's a foreign object or anything. It's just clay. Oh, that's cool, Leah. I'm so happy, Leah, that you're going to be able to do that. And you know, you're going to enjoy Christmas a lot better now too, you know. It's all about them, you know. I know that was the best part when you have little kids, is watching them open their presents. That's just the best part of all. I didn't care about anything that I got, really, you know. My joy was watching the kids open the gifts, you know, and their wonder and amazement and happiness and seeing the smiles on their faces, and that's the joy I got. That made my Christmas. A UCO. There you go. That's a new one. I haven't heard that one before, Leo. That's a good one. A UCL. I gotta remember that because that's a good one. Yeah, for sure. I never grew up poor, you know. I can't say that I mean, maybe in the beginning I was, but for my parents, they've been through a lot too, you know. But in the very beginning, we didn't have a lot of money. But towards the end of my childhood, my parents were doing pretty well for themselves. So we had some really amazing Christmases, actually. So I can't say I grew up that way. But, you know, there were people in my family that were. They were just poor. They didn't have a whole lot of money to spend, and, you know. And so my mother made sure that she taught us kids the appreciation of things and what it meant to give, you know, to other people. And because not all people have everything, you know. So I was always appreciative of everything I got, for sure. I mean, because I knew that there were people out there that just didn't have it. And so my mama taught me right. Let's just say that. Earlier in Chad's live, someone called the pottery wheel a porcelain rotator or something funny. Shoot, I can't remember. A porcelain rotator. That's what I'm hoping happens for my kids. They won't remember much about these times anyway, momentarily, but they'll remember the time we spent together later in life when they understand more. Exactly, Leah. And you know that will happen. So, exactly. I think it makes you appreciate things a lot more, you know, when you don't have things, and then you do get things eventually. You appreciate every little thing, you know. And I think that's what kids should be taught, is to appreciate everything, you know. Like when I love the woods, right? You know, I love going hiking and stuff like that, and I just appreciate everything about the woods. I appreciate all the different trees and animals and all that stuff. You know, I used to hunt and fish and all that good stuff, you know, but I still appreciate it. Like when I went trapping, I appreciated every animal I ever caught. I appreciated that animal, and I prayed for that animal, you know, and I thanked that animal. Um, so, you know, just always was, always had gratitude, right? I was always grateful. And I think, you know, as long as you do that and you teach your kids to have that same thought, they'll be much better older people when they get older, you know. You have you have to have money to survive, unfortunately, but it's far from the most important thing. Exactly. I don't have to have money. Um, it makes life easier, but you know what? I could very easily, I could very easily lose my phone, um, lose all communications, and end up in the woods somewhere and live off the land. It would take some getting used to, as far as getting things to eat and that kind of stuff, and but I could do it. I could do it and be happy because I don't need a lot. I used to tell my mom that I was going to be a hermit, just go live in the woods. I spent a lot of time in the woods when I was little, by myself. I'd go back in the woods and have a camp set up, and I'd sleep out in the woods all night by myself. You hear the owls and the animals scrubbing around and stuff, and it was amazing, amazing to hear it. Hey, Skylar, what's up? Good to see you in here. This is unfortunately my last mug of the night. But tomorrow night, I hope to be back on here. And I'm going to be doing some stamps to put on some mugs. I'm going to be doing some handles. Oh, yeah, for sure, Leah. You would. But the thing of it is my parents knew where I was at, you know? And back in the day, we lived in the woods, you know, close to them, and it's kind of like my mom knew nothing was going to get me, nothing was going to happen to me. And she also knew I could take care of myself, too. You know, I always had a gun on me. I wasn't far away from home, so I could always get back to home fairly easily, just by walking. I can get, you know, because the woods were basically my backyard. It's a fine old mug now. I'm not as good at it as Chad. Plus, you know, he's got Bert, you know. I just thought of something, guys. You know, Chad, I think the reason why he likes Bert so much, because it probably reminds him of back in the day when he probably used to be a dancer. Chad probably used to be a dancer. You know, what are those women's clubs that they have? Where they have the male dancers or whatever? Chippendales, I think they called them, or something like that. Exotic dancer. Yeah, well, it just came to mind is, he always has Bert dancing, but then Chad's always wearing, you know, the shirt that he wears with his muscles hanging out. Just saying, Bert probably reminds him of the good old days. It's just a joke. I'm sure he'd probably find it funny too. So we have 12 mugs for tonight, guys. And I did it in what? An hour and 45 minutes, roughly? Almost 2 hours. And what's the saying? God willing, the creeks don't rise. I'll be on here tomorrow. Just expose him. I think he'd think it was funny. I think he would. I don't know. Say, hey, Chad, were you a Chippendale? That's why you have Bert, to relive your old days. Oh, my. I think he'd get a chuckle out of it, if you ask me. Well, guys, we have 208 views tonight. That's awesome. If I catch him tomorrow, I'll maybe bring it up. Either that or you can bring it up, Leah. Just tell him, hey, Murray told me you were a Chippendale. That's why you have Bert. The good old days. Oh, my. Well, thank you, Leah. I appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, I'm going to go see how everything's going and make sure everything's good with her. So, that's what I'm going to do the rest of the night. So, I thank you all for stopping in and watching me. Got quite a... Let me take you off the stand here for a minute and turn you around. This is what we have done. We have these done tonight. And we have all these done tonight. So 12 total. 12 total that we have done. So it was a pretty good night. Oh, Joe, you're still here. You were just lurking, bud. Oh, man. Hey, take care, Joel. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. And we'll see everybody later, hopefully tomorrow. God willing, the creeks don't rise. You know how that saying goes. Yeah, he just appeared. Well, at least he said goodnight. All right, guys. We'll catch you later, hopefully tomorrow. Yep. Well, I appreciate it, Joel. I do the same thing with you. You know that. Sometimes I can just lurk, but, I'm there. All right, guys. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow night. All right. You all have a good evening. Take care.